George Mondo Kagonyera ono no alondebwa president wa ggwanga era kisanja kye bwe kyaggwako bekiseera president waffe w'eggwanga General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni n'alonda Honorable Matthew Chikire okuba chancellor waffe agenda okuddako gulo twali tendekero naye ng'ate alina bingi ebibala byetaddewo mu ggwanga n'amawanga agatulinaanye bye tulowooza nga bigenda kuyamba si South Western Uganda Kigezi yokka naye eggwanga Uganda ate n'amawanga agatulinaanye okutendeka abantu ab'enjawulo mu bukugu obw'enjawulo abanaasobola okutumbula oba okuteekawo ebyenkulaakulana mu ggwanga lyaffe.
Okay, during the tenure of the outgoing Chancellor Professor George Mondo Kagonyera, what are those insightful achievements that the university has come up with and we can appreciate through his tenure?
Professor Kagonyera has been one of those who has advanced creation of knowledge and using knowledge as the basis of growth and transformation. There is no doubt that the university, which started with 22 students as a private and in 2016 becomes public, today graduates thousands in a single graduation. So one of the biggest milestones you can talk about as a university is that we have graduated thousands of professions across the 11 academic disciplines that we have. It is very possible that we can also testify that we have graduated PhD, which is the highest degree in academia here. We have been able to witness that graduation here. We have also been able to set up strategic partnerships that have placed Kabale University in continental and global spaces. I can talk about one of the biggest achievements that we have at our School of Medicine has in 3 years in a row emerged as the best in the African continent. And we have been voted three times by emerging in ongoing quizzes. And I think these and more, and we have geographically spread the footprint. Today as we talk, we exist in Chisoro, in the former PTC, we exist in Rukunjiri, we exist in Kabale, and we do hope that these are spaces for training human resource in the country.
Mugenzi wanje orareba Tayal West Television ndenda kumanyisa ngu wamuhurikiza Westinisa Sempung kandi ori Principal Communications Officer abweri tendekero okugira ngu ogumukoro guturiho turatekwa kutunga no bhakoba hencho rendo tarinda turatekwa kutunga Chancellor omusya owakabiri habwe tendekero emyaka 10 eri tendekero riri erya government rikatandikwaho abanyakigezi abantu batari bamwe nabo mu Kigezi baba no baryatanche kuba heza government yatamaka sete bambe emyaka 10 hingwire ritendekero nko yagambera ritwire riri omikono ya government kandi bikuru bikozirwe omu byobwegese because training ne yaman mjenzo wanje ohurikize ningashora tureba Atayal West Television kandi abashurwanje nyineho otorinwe kuba chairman wa district ya Kabare because ritendekero yo muri Kabare eco kubanza nitakere bariho part of the land Kabare district government niwe yarabahire no bace kiringo bacayita gerinde konkahine kiriragasha eritendekero muri cyanga citu chairman turenda kutabaruse cyo kubanza Atayal West Television konka kandi mukoro guturiho specifically turenda kumanya eritendekero kiramanyisa ki omu district ya Kabare mnonga omu byo bwegese na nentunguka ye cyangeje
wabare nyenda kusima Atayal West ubwo kuja mukorogo kandi bakabaneyitwe ekibuze cyuambuza egi university ku yatwagitunga ndateka ngo rareba omwanya ogujehingurize okwabire entunguka yamani kandi cya kabiri tugizire namba y'abana benji omu region yitu aba basize kushoma bakayika level yo kutunga degree up to the PhD. So nabwo eco twine kihango omu myaka 10 kushe noreba just in 10 years ekituganyirwemo n'ekintu cyango developments around the university ni nyingi munonga. People are coming here to invest in hostels, abantu bali gukora business, so abantu really Kabale University kumanyisa cyangwa cyita eca kabiri wale bali budget yayo nico nikimanyisa ngo university and who are the beneficiaries ni kabari n'abantu bakabari. So ntabwo echo ite turatekateka ngo university kukwatanisa na municipality kakwatanisa na kabari ukareba ejo budget eri hamwe yona nikiba nikimwe ngo site ziraza ico kubanza kureta business mpango muri kabare abantu baza kugira business aho site nza kugura ibintu abantu bakore business bagobe niza kugira ubuhinji bwo muremba abantu baza kuhinga baguze ibintu bitunga katale abo kwa yo yonka university projection yayo no kugira ngo umyaka 20 iraza kuba ni population emitwale 5 irabera leta bane mitwale 5 kwegera hano nico ri kurebera neco wano gamba ngo barende itaka yes bararyenda abo kwa the projection is very big kugira ngo ishumero iraza ku university iraza kuba mpango iraza kubireta departments mpango so turatekwa kureba ngo really twagisupportinga ko kukira basi.
Ogwe ni authority nko kuba chairman wa district ya Kabaro Shinisa Dennis ndiyo mjanye nzayirwe kandi nko kuyakushobora university ni nkuru munonga habwe change cyakes konka specifically Kabaro because nko kuwa horejo budget ne ba consumed ebichwaka kama 50 ariga ne ba consumed by this district because abantu ba lecturers ba professors and doctors bona nabatura ha mu district kandi mjenzi wanje iwe orareba Tayal West Television ndenda kumanyisa ngo university kurugira nko turacyetegeza kurunja abana bahikira muri kashanjo no mushobo myaka 10 you can see it's a very big achievement. Chamani tinamanye kindi cyo kwaswarenda gamba
kongeraho uri kugira ngo eri kuyamba Kabare munonga not only Kabare as a district because now waza kureba rero departments mpango ezibari kuza kuta mugani ma district for example rukunjire yaganyirwemo ari department eyakira rukunjire agriculture eri kuza kubera yoko nayo neza ko eri mpango so nabone iyo budget ina ugambira nayo neza kuba neza yo abantu bari around that institution yuba na ka department yibatire nibije kureba ngo baganyirwamo then ya forestry iri kuza Kisoro so when all the districts within the Kigezi region ndatekateka zirije ku benefitinga chango umukweje sabana babo kandi umukureba ngo zagoba umukora business na university dera abantu bakabitu bakatunguka Mwamuhura chamani nko kuyabashobora mugenzi wanje urareba Tayal West Television ndigama twijaguma tureta buri kimwe konka nko kunagambira omudakikancha abakuru nibija ko bane bataha mu tent nibija ko bane bija kugira ngo umukoro gutandikeje official ujuce ogu mukoro oguturi nko kunagamba ngo kuteka ahantebe chancellor w'umundu gwa kabira bwa Kabale University w'Shinisa Honorable Canon Matthew Ruchikire no basa ko ebuza nko kunanagambira ni muntu ki Ruchikire wazirwe kumorwenda 38 kana katanike byo gwegese ningashe byo koga ke nkomwe ombeji abatandikira ishomeri Antare School eri kushangwa muri mbara no muntu amana yije naraba mu ranks starashwana nyinji ho okwisya ebitinise ebya atungire mpaka kusavinga nka minister wa finance planning and economic development ujuche na government yageraza kutandika kurugira bimuhandikirweho ino murimo gw'amande guyakozire mu kurebeka ngo habaho ubusinje obw'abanyayuganda bona barimo nibasherura kandi bashemererwa mugenzi wanje umukoro gutekateka ngo oweshtinisa the vice president retired Major Jessica Alupo naija kubanwe yajokera president yoreka guta Museveni okuteka mu ntebe officially chancellor wo murundo gwa kabere habwa Kabare University hi necora aferwe as long as Tayal West Television eri mu ryo gumwanya buri kimwe cona nko kukirabe hanuya turija kuba turacikisyaho ninyija okwikiriza kandi kushabe nguyo we no murebe wa Tayal West Television ogumaha TV erisho ryawe wabantu rakumeje kugenda mission oreka TV we shall be bringing you everything hanuya omuri Kabare aha kashozi chikunjiri ndi Jime Emmanuel kana mutayi wanje Job namanya apuli ori ha kamera otaruga a TV yawe
omuri Kabare kokuna nakugambire okwe nakubari yo mukoro go kwemeka chansara eshayo nantuje kubantugarayo tureba mbakuba mbatekaho Honorable Canon Masu Ruchikire ogunaja kuba naza ombejere bya Professor George Mod Kanyo Professor George Mondo Kagonyera kokuna nagambire ogu akabaho chansara wa itendekero rya Makerere University bamugarro muri Kabare hati babasa kubamba muhumuza aha mirimo ye nkoko nanagambira mu ntebe kanise jintu bantu general chimombe chiwe kapitaro mwe na bimwe hati ntujya ku bantu general chime kuri muri Kasese ntureba abaroho kwatwaho aba municipality barigireyo batekaho okurabura aha ntambuza y'amatungo okukira mnonga embuzi ente kubasa kuba nzitambara omutawuneje akasese mbagira gwezi cinzire yo munonga kushisha muri ebikanso yabasize kuba neteka omururembo rwa Kasese kurugirira hari Mr. Asenari Bokanywa ogunagurukara cyo office akuru muri Kasese no yarga yakabasa kuba natugambire ebi reka turebe isakmate ecyatwinire kuri muri Kasese.
Umusamaliri owekinemba eche tayari West TV wamaseba wote kiro kya munabwire okwanamye no tuli hano kwa bwikira bukuru obwe Kasese municipality kandi tuli na Asenairi Bukanywa ono ni agriculture officer owe Kasese municipality tukayakanayo okumwati wabalimi na niko tunakyasindekendeke ndi abalimi banemwende mbere nerehera habwe kirimo kyeno kandi tukekanya nokumwati webisoro ebikarwa omu Queen Elizabeth National Park niko bekaine mbere neribya ibeka asurustaya abalimi abate bamutena mumu so tunenayo hano akaya tukaniraya okumwatsi owate wamutena mumu kumyatsi iyo bulimi weitu wasinja kutsibu erikania ko netrabe tayari West TV abandu bakanze rimenyerera ekirimo kinu kinemwenda kiti embere iwe ngo mulimisha mukuru owe Kasese municipality.
Yeah, it is true. Season yatsuka bero 15 kwa kasato and nyuma twabebera balimi betu ndi balenda 15 kandi mukama kana tusubamu matwembulu aho basanga bitekeza malemba tsukura rehara every 15 so asananga wirahan people have planted maize, beans, sweet potatoes, tomato, and those who want to do gap filling in coffee babirahera umwani then nabande babera shamboko so long as usanga batakulichuna kecha obirimwe chirisha so nariba tunuwa tutebelimi embulko ni muwayitya longa tutomokolishe mwabunene ati malema wetu mama shale munami chichi kana malema wetu tomera mwabete so tembura eyesharam ino malema wetu kandi no bututobuta abalimi tuba tuti nasa mulembuli abitsukarewa mwabunene tonga tutena metsa weka na utoma harvesting amusokata mwa water harvesting facility kama ya ebe yasi bya mabati wokolo moleku na rametsi ayo watakuluwe chuna kwo ule tanga na ro obukimyao masaka amboleka yikahwa yikacha obuko kulishao ukairu kwa bimole byao kwa buma byao kumale muwawo na wasangana unu mu season ndexutatunga a prolonged drought because you had harvested water and the water is there in the tank.
Okay, itunemwende mbere tukamenyerera indi municipality mumwarwayo ne chindo eche erirwanisha ebisoro abandu abaka abyane ebisoro bikuwabo umataune hano ukababura utichi kusangwa ebisoro bikinalya butahanga ukabyayo ku streets ukabyayo omube morebye municipality inyo mabiri hiraho miberekerangere ndi abandu abatunji abate bamutina mumu bakabya nebisoro bikuwabo kwa zero grazing.
Yeah, it is true. Abatunji abatota abana muhano abantu sibaliyowa twabere basomesha amitungere ayashambene eshande shambonu mwatono muhano beto kwasangana almost 50% kwa batunji betu babisoro eshambene shafu sinatangatanga mwatauni nari yesisinga bimole byetu kona mabuwe yesisinga miyeme nga mitinga yeyi kusanga ndishamije kurecha bisise na sinisha causing accident beto of recent nokolendeko na as members of TPCs twamagonga tuti enforcement itukasa sairemu amani orongana ba enforcement na bachema banguma n'abantu bakoli lange tukamonitoringa shembenesi kandi natunga ba scout ukwabulisha nguda narangi embene ayikatangatanga embene yangasiso mote mu ecyuma cyo mote narisha hambibwe so tukasunga we are going to strengthen the enforcement system angende a town yamashali nekilini kandi somutabana kashembene esikasisa kwesikatsandraya emete yato abere her kwa malemo abantu because cases kasirivingana hanu sanga tulumo season yo here beto sanga na shembene they just roaming everywhere na hot now wo mutunji embene wahangeyo usolo mereyo masosonga tukasomera betu ule ye is the shift to pre-urban area waenda Kihara waenda Kirembe yechi na mataka wongeli siriam then asungwe matao numuhana kandi suguti enough pasture
tukarangera mabirira we fine tatubiro ku fine eyo ni case wa mahambembene wa mahambe ende eikalia butahanga fine yiri nisengahe kandi omundu inyake twayati
ya mutu agonishetinga kandi twabanga tutakaka ka fine kake embene mitolubiri ende mitolwini naro bana musasura akwa batu kahamba bakalupritz they pay that money nerea part of source of revenue
bakastuha umwa bank mobile money ikabya cash at hand what method of payment
the method of payments they go and pay our cashier na raba tukashare receipts because it is a division is handling that na wakati wa cashier they give them receipts na eba be honed kandi Shaman so nasitwal after being warned by enforcement officer either by veterinary officer or coach officer in Shambene bamashihanga kandi bamasolomera evete ndane issue aribiko free range system
sometimes abandu bakayisalinga bati mukana hamba bisoro biko wabo for example ngana hamba eshombe ningini beitu kandi iyo area serishenda hanu inibiri esibiri serious kabya isyabere ya
numwatse so kwa nene because ambassador tukahamba immediately we record mama sembe nibiri wasana irubukanyu ayanzero ya black na to recording na kusangula bamenye tuma bitimba tukahamba shambene nebibi na ukasana ba ibani mutimbayi na bamenye mpa either sinoko municipality either kuwe hinu mbina bikolechi na ina abere try and that's why we are now encouraging farmers tunumwamba shembene bitumenye nyuma shetu inabibi tulanga shembene tuma kolechi pharmacy himbira ke twa masolomera provide the challenges ishangabane kam ama portion shetu
okay wasinja kutsibu au musamaliri onu ni asanairi bukanywa kandi ni mulimisha mukuru owe Kasese municipality aturu tukakanaya okumwatsi webisoro ebikaenda bikalya ebetri bikalya ebimole ebyo kushombarwa hano eshe Kasese municipality so Kasese municipality yabirirwayo nekiraero ekikambe bisoro ebyo wamamuwirira ati bamahambe embene yukwawo fine ni mitwalo 2 okwa mbene ngoma then ende ni mitwalo in so kakutererera ati wamabya siwe talk iwaenda omwa pre-urban areas mumulinge Kihara ebutsumba ngeyo echondo niho wangina lisiria ebisoro bikuwawo wasinja kutsibu eribye wabiri itungiro kwa Kinemba okwamena ninje Mate Ishak mnyamyatsi wukuwawu hano Kasese municipality
nga Isaac Mate ahabwa orubazo rwo basa kugeraho narukura ebyamatungo omuri Kasese twarwo muri Kasese tuje kugendera kimwe omuri Kampala akachiko ka park kebemberwe honorable Kajwenje kariyo ka gasimbagana na aba defense ministry ya defense bariyo mbagezaho kureba emirimo okwebene tambra mu ministry jo bebembirwe General Kahindo Tafire aba omibariyo mbakora no kushijumana mnonga embarira ebakwenda kuhereza ministry ahabo mwaka 2026 2027 nabyo reka turebe ebiriyo mbegendo misho aho ahari parliament.
Follows weight of 700 million, non-weight 20.9, development 6.7. The reasons for non-expenditure are explained. For weight we are recruiting and currently staff are being trained. They will absorb some of the wages.
This is a budget issue, so why unspent balance? Justification?
The justification for weight is that the staffing structure is not
mutsasireho kace ahabwa technical glitch John tujja kubantu gara parliament orebe kubera bene bigenda twargayo kwa parliament twaza muri Kiruhura bwanyuma y'enshohoza ya Kariciramensia aba bariyo nubaje haja naho mnonga umwaka gwe 2020 ekitongere cyo bwegese kikabasa kubanchitekaho emergency betu kurjira ahari kwebembera ibyo bwegese ningashidi iyo muri Kiruhura businge merab na jirangu baryo no bakutekaho nenkora endije bayisere agrobridged ejene kubanesha mesubwa abasinia ya mukaga kugira ngo eriye ketandikira umusinia yo kubanza kikasinia ya kana meni kwabayoza sinia ya kana erevo sini yakatane ya mukago za hogumerwa konkati ba acuruhura tureba merab ubusinge ariyo nashobora eje enkore ibatireho ya abridged erabenesha mesubwa umusini ya mukaga reka tubirebe ibyo muri Kiruhura.
webare mnonga murebi wa Tayara West nakwakira omumakuru gitu Agahanu Nahari ndio mu district ya Kiruhura nkoko muri kukimanya emyaka ena enyuma ihanga na mnonga kora biri mu kitongore cyo bwegese bakatandikaho engenderwa honse yo kushomesa abana eba kugira ngo no kushome cyo kuroka kwata mbone twenda kugamba na DEO guno rukurura ebyo bwegese mu district ya Kiruhura akatushobora engenderwa heje yatandikira abana biri mu sini ya kabiri hati bari mbazo mu sini ya katano abashomesa bingi nangwa na beji tushangiro mu mashomero gamwe agatari muri Kiruhura mu district yambara nangwa na district ya Shema abana omwenu baburaburwa kureba eki bari kushoma niki ndenda ngo DEO otuterere mutematemeremu abashomesa obwiro bunu bakora ki nanyo muzire baye no mwana umusiniya ya kanugire umusiniya ya katano akaricura muri baye mbakoze so umusiniya 4 niyo rubakuza ku so umusiniya 5
hebare mnonga mtebekanisa wa programu amazina nimera bumwesije businge district education officer wa Kiruhura na kusima mnonga okumanyisa abantu oku abana babo barigire omusiniya ya kana bakuza omusiniya ya mukaga niyenda kusima government ahabo kuba obutwabere nitukigendera omu old curriculum itwe tutakateka tekire yekateka hazo kuyatuteka tekire by that time kankiri head teacher wa secondary bakatwegesa baza kuri churinga bashomesa babere bari yo mu system okuturagende na lower secondary curriculum yabere introduced by then actually pioneer aba senior 6 now nibo pioneer ba lower secondary curriculum tubaba hata barukuza kukora ni pioneer yaba lower secondary curriculum ati itwe old curriculum ekitwabe tukora nk'abashomesa tukatutatikatekera abana tugenda nitwemanya ngo nitwe turukumanya mbweno bwire bw'abana bukaba baburubuke abana bo bonka kwe discoveringira but egin bageta competence based omwana we nka kwe discoveringira ande binde ebinzi biri hands on ninka skill omwana namanya ekintu amanya okwari kukitandika nokwari kukihendera mbena bana kubarigire omu O-level starting from senior 1 yaba enrolled hati niyo tugumize munayo omu A-level nyenda kuhamisiza abantu abarukundeba ngo abana beitu ninga nabashomesa tinyine mukutina kone abo kuba government ka programminga nango mukubanza tukabanza kubura ebikozeso tubarara kukiremu A-level kutuhereza materials ebitabo byo kukozesa konkareta government yata ebitabo online omukubanza bakabiro online hatu bahedi teachers babi downloading on their own batandika kubikozesa mbwena abana kandi A-level tibarakozire overwhelming curriculum kwihaho bakakoreba kweta ngo na bridged bakagenda aba senior 5 abatandikire hata bakuze kuzo mu senior 6 nawo abari mu 6 actually hatu kubakozera bridged harimo content ezibihiremu harimo nezibeyongiremu konka tubaragire ngo byona babihaho batandika fresh kikumanyisanga abana tukuza kubabera kisya kuba strange n'abashomesa tukuza kuba strange ahabo kuba kubakozire abridged curriculum bagarika ministry yakora ubuvunanizibwa yaza kutendeka abashomesa yes teratendekire bona konka batendekire bakabahereza ebyo kukozesa kugarika yenyuma baka training the colleagues of which nkaitwa aba district level yacuruhura tuketa abashomesa within our districts twabaretera orukuba training from Bishop Stewart University bashomesa beitu so I'm not worried abana beitu baza
hariho eki kweto mwitwa kwabazire bache tubarubona omba curriculum ibaye mbakozese ya rowa kugira ngo hariho materials ezibaye mbatuma abana kureta ishomero omwana ashashara school fees yemtwara 5 nare miliyoni mukurgira ishomero kandi on top of that bagakaba mutuma materials imwe nkabe byobwegese ekintu cyo mukireba mu
ebare mnonga abazeire ninyenda kutwara omugishogu ngo kugira ngo itwa bari somehow rural best schools materials enyinge zibabaire nibashaba bakabashanga bazinena hano aha ground apart from ebice byabire nibyenda mu input kandi nabyo bitarakuretingire aramo muri Kiruhura district ebyabazeire babaire nibabasa kwa affording bwena aba bari kwetombeita education teyo muntu omwenyesire n'ikigamba it is a shared responsibilities omuzeire ineroru omushomesa ineroru omwana ineroru mwene kutukuba roro yo muzeire yatamukwetombeita na yecumbagize obuhereza hansi na mwene ko kurira abazeire babo kwetombeita kubareba tarakozire mwuga gwabo nikimanyisa ngabana abo hayine kibaferirwe mwena nimbashaba ngo obundi government yaguma ya enrollinga enanka policy omu mashomero ningashu omuroko government nkeji tujakiri abo kuba government nebateka tekire kandi nemayengwe kiyataho nikiza kuyamba ihanga kandi ihanga ninyene yiwe mbwena abazeire nanimbashaba ngo abashomesa baza kubashabe kintu nikibani kimanyisa ngo kuhare hari mu beke nabana nibenda kore migati nibaza kugira ngo engano mwana ijene engano maybe ishomero nireba ngo capacity yari yote kubasa kugura ngano y'abana bona ba senior 1 hata muzire kubareba kushaba kantu kamwe kengano ko mwana wawe kwegeraho kukanda chapati ninga mandazi iwo muzire to kuranga urihere nikibasa kuyamba mwana wawe kurugama ine skill so nicyo ndikugambira abazeire atakangire aba no maye kintu kingi nitandikiro mind hata bamwe kuba kurira ngo government retire kibajya government ninka kizimbe kiwashanga hata mu government ninyene ibabariya abasheme kubana bato mu nkora ebi government yatongoze mwena bakwetombe itashuware bagume batwatse kugira ngo twihema abana beitu bahatina nyenshakari
bayinare cyamuhero mwine ntekateka ki nkabana bakubaherekere nkasini ya 4 batarikwenda kuzamusini ya 5 nka cottages zo kugira ngo abatungire skills zo mu mashomeraga harahimu kubasa kubata nka institutions zabo zitari yeze zituyireho
yabare mnonga twine hub industrial hub abana babakweza na hata nambwe no mushango ninguta rahabazire itwabana kuba kwija babintu roro mu mashomero no mu rumo gwitikuza ku monitoring abana abo babari ha mashomero konka nitugumira nkabebembezi b'ebyobwegese kuza mu byaro kuza kumanya abana ngo mwana wananga tagumizemo konka abari kugira chance bakayija nka ntubinrori ngo industrial hub bagumizamo na skill yabo kugira ngo ibayambe
wabare mnonga diyo twaba twine diyo wa district ya Kiruhura na tusobora new curriculum ya 5 kirobwa hati officially nabana bakuze mu senior 5 bari abasenior 6 no baremba kora bridge kangareyo mu studios wa makoro gitu Agahanu Nahari
yabare mnonga job habo kutisyaho amakurago kurugera kimwe muri Kiruhura twareba merab na tushobora kurungi enkora ensya ya agrib erabene kozesubwa umusiniya ya mukaga abatwiriho kwebuzwa nko kwara job na bugamba kugira ngo umwana kabe na heza senior ya kana erevo embere kizibu arondo kwara nacho kwara take into perspective yabe nashome by'umukono kuna hansom orevo mbere kizibu konka hati basa kubamba kishobora kurungi ngo kucera benshi twazubwa hati mureke tubanze twetorore mukace twate sente hoburango nkakamwe bibiri bushatu tujya kubantu garuka naganda mahoro
Blutz 15 nomsho ez amiteyine katete mbaraste ubure kutunga meyawe haza kandi twiniye na blutz nunje zindi omyanya mirungi amhanda yona erukutaha no kushoro muri mbarasi Bushenyi Road omchiyeje miliyoni 5 na Kashaka miliyoni 10 Masaka Road Robiyenje ya Haspira miliyoni 23 na Kanyarye miliyoni 8 Kabare Road omurcece miliyoni 5 hamwe na Karamo mukategura miliyoni 8 Ibanda Road Ishanyu miliyoni 15 na Ibanda Town miliyoni 25 no basa kushashara hetreka echa pasenti ya 30 rere zirasugare oshashura hagati ya meza 3 nyabura we ija office zaitu mbarra Chosiga House Mackensen Street omanye birukuchira esimu not mshanju ataruna mkaga anani 5 8 Amity Realtors Limited.
Start something new, something uplifting, something so effortless and golden. A thirst-quenching burst of sweetness and multi-flavor, so rich and full of memories. It's 100% taste, 0 alcohol. Try it, savor it, feel it elevate every moment. Sip after sip, gulp after gulp. After all, life's about turning ordinary thrills into golden chills.
Start something malty with the new Evervest Malt Apple and Pineapple. Try the burst of sweetness and malty flavor. It's 100% taste, 0 alcohol. Available in a shop or supermarket near you. Evervest Malt. Make every moment golden. Evervest Malt is from the makers of Pepsi Cola in Uganda.
You never quite know what you're going to get. The stakes are high. They don't come much more fiercely contested than this.
It's happy time, Chomelo. Bathing time, Chomelo. Burira bulungi, I feel so nice. Sing chom 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 chom, Chomelo. Again chom 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 chom, Chomelo.
Ono ye kyogero waffe kafulumu kujjanjaba endwadde ez'ensusu zonna mu bato n'abakulu gamba ng'embalabe obuwere ebiguuna kyogero habo soap ne kyogero habo jerry biri mu sayizi ez'enjawulo ennene n'entono bisangibwa mu maduuka gonna mu ggwanga kyogero ly'essuubi ly'ensusu zaffe.
Yes, mukurikire kimwe omubutumwa bw'abashubuzi abo hatuhagarikira kimwe nko twakutwireho omu parliament kwereka akakiiko aka defense committee kariyo nkashwijuma embarira ya Minister of Defense niho turije kuba ntugaruka a parliament ojike akanikebemberwa honorable Kajwenje Nwariyo nagasimbagana na Honorable General Kahindo Tafire orukwebembere kitongore eki ningashi Minister of Defense bariyo mbagezeho kureba embarira sente zibaba hiro mwako gwahwire babazikozise kurunje na nezibariyo mbashaba abwa budget eri neja kukorwa yo mwako gw'2026 2027 reka turebe ebiriyo mbigendo misho aha parliament.
Deploying in a phased manner immigration attaches to these borders, and finally implementing the use of mobile enrollment kits to undertake this off-site enrollment using the Ministry of Foreign Affairs attaches where they are. Chair, this is the limit. This is the end of the presentation. But for responses to the issues that were raised by Parliament, it is attached as an annex which is shared for the consumption of the members of the committee. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. You have something to raise? Please.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair. As we continue to appropriate, I heard Mr. Okero ably talk about recruitment and training. I have a great concern. I would like to know, how do you train your staff, especially at the border and migration? I'll give you an example at Entebbe International Airport. I have a privilege that I can use VIP, but most times, because I want to do a check, I go in the general service. But your staff there.
And you're a frequent traveler.
Yeah, sure, because the other side have obligations there. Now, if you talk about training, we are having Ugandans, we're having people who are visiting the country. And there's first reception, you have a very paranoid officer. You know, they are elderly, they are shouting at them, especially in the evenings and the morning. And this has happened. I have just come back 4 days ago. So I know what I'm talking about, and this I've experienced.
Did I hear you say they are elderly?
I see them because I also line up behind them out of respect. Okay. And then it has been happening. So if you talk about training, how do you train somebody who is having an entry to the country and we are promoting the country, and this is the reception received from a migration officer? So kindly check if you're talking about border, and if you want to train them. Actually, I was wondering whether you less pay them, because if somebody less paid is paranoid, probably did not have supper. So I have interest in that, because this has been happening again and again, and I promised myself that I would raise this.
Thank you. We want nice looking, smiling, welcoming. It's the first face, first entry. It's absolutely in order. Thank you, Honorable Brandon. Yes, Honorable Chuanuka.
I want Mr. Okello in relation to the priorities and specifically about the consultancy to upgrade the passport.
I beg your pardon, Honorable Chuanuka.
Can Mr. Okello kindly give us a brief in relation to the areas to do with priorities and specifically about the consultancy to upgrade the passport? Can he give us a brief about the role of the joint venture in this area? The joint venture which was signed with the, in this area, so that we can know.
Thank you. And with regards to the joint venture, thank you for raising it, Honorable Chuanuka. Why would you be purchasing passports now? I think it is as straight as that. Thank you. Please respond and we go to another vote.
Thank you, Chair, and through the head of the team. We take note of the customer care, and this has been a continuous training, and also is one of our area of focus. This financial year we shall continue training, and maybe the head of the team is here on the issue of the less payment. And when it comes to consult JV, I'm going to call our colleagues from the passport departments to augment why the upgrade is needed vis-a-vis the joint venture. Julia, so you can take on this. Why do we need to upgrade vis-a-vis the passport, the current passport system, vis-a-vis the joint venture?
Was she listening? According to the joint venture, by 2020, actually even 2025, we can see you are projecting to purchase passports. So our question is, if you have revised the JV, by now you should be printing these security documents here. And not only passports, but security documents. It's your document, it's not a parliamentary document. Okay.
Thank you, Honorable. We signed the joint venture agreement with USPC, but and in this joint venture, USPC was expected to build a factory at Entebbe, which is work in progress, because they were supposed to begin producing passports within the country. This has not been achieved, and because of that, we continue to be supported.
What does the joint venture say?
I said that in the joint venture, USPC company was expected to build a factory at Entebbe and begin producing
I hear you. We are going to ask for a written response to that effect, because we need to. Okay. Conclude.
I had said that USPC company was expected to build a factory at Entebbe, and it is still work in progress. They have not started producing passports within the country.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then this what Honorable Chiwanuka asked. Did you respond? Okay. Then Okelo.
Did they envisage that by 2026 there would be ready passports printed in the country? Who bears the liability? Is it a watertight JVC, or you just went out to join with an entity that is lagging and is pulling you down?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. And I think that one is noted, and we take it that we shall submit it.
Did you get all that you needed from the Attorney General with regards to the joint venture?
Yes. Yeah. Although the production of the passport would have by now been 2020, but not yet. So we can't.
That's why we asked that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lastly, on that one specifically, Did the joint venture, when it was being signed, did it provide you with that leeway that in case we have not yet taken off, you can take this route?
Project manager.
Thank you very much. My name is Julia Ikiso, the project manager. Yes, the joint venture states that, which was signed in 2018, stated that by 2020, the passports would be produced from here. But because, like Acting Commissioner said, it was not yet, the factory is not up and running. So we continue to procure the passports from Greece.
And we need to provide that by 2020 beyond, if they had not taken off. We need to provide for you to continue the other side or to jump out of the silver. To jump out of the joint venture. What did it provide?
Are you slaves there? You can't tell the country how you take move.
No, we are not slaves there.
What did it provide?
It
to continue the other side or for the joint venture to
Yes, it provides that in the interim, we can be purchasing the passports from Greece. However, when we move to the second stage, when the passports are being produced from the factory, that is when we can continue getting the passports from the factory now. So we are still in the interim period.
That's actually...
Mr. Chair, listen to your voice. 6 years down the road, and we are chasing air.
Chair, I think we need an explanation in written form.
That's what I...
Be availed with that joint venture.
The joint venture is with us. It's in they deposited it actually. It hence became a document of the...
We need some...
Okay. The PS will give us a written response to that effect.
Are there provisions for who should be held accountable?
Apparently not. They would be held accountable if they had deposited money. They did not. So it's a matter of USPC, and our concern is that because is there a loss at the moment? No, from their side, because they did not deposit money and people failed.
Chair, they don't tell us, but the essence of the JVC was to offset costs, was to have foolproof security, printer, etc.
And
now
it's not, I agree.
That we go,
and so that's why we need a written, because it's not only DCIC, it also includes NIRA, it also includes many. So that's why it's important that we get a detailed response to that effect. Or if you are jumping out of it, what's wrong? If it's not working for you.
That's why we need
Yeah, thank you. Okelo, you have anything to add on?
No, Mr. Chair, I still have.
Chairman, thank you. We've now and then we've raised the issue of concern over the quality of passport, because the back page, is it page? Cover easily fades. I don't know why you continue to produce the same. Because a year ago I got a passport for my son, but again the same. So we need to improve on that, really. We need to improve on that. Quality.
Chair, voice is sounding parental. You a committee put them to task. For you, that of a son, there are many Ugandans whose passports are wasting.
That was my example.
Put them to task. We can't tolerate this as a country, Mr. Chairman. But also, in addition to that, there has been the talk that you are veiling passports to non-Ugandans.
That
our non-Ugandans easily accessing our passports. Our neighboring countries, let it be Kenya, TZ, Rwanda, even Congo, the failed Congo. You can easily access their countries and acquire citizenship or passports. How come that this is Uganda is becoming, where people, the runaways can come here and acquire passports, rogue business people, people having more than 2-3 passports, one person holding more than 2-3-4 passports. In the press you saw, we're seeing someone with a bunch of over 200 passports in custody of one person. We expect a lot from you, Mr. Kambele, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Honorable colleagues, this is just one vote.
Yes, Chair.
Okay, raise your
pertinent
matter.
Issues which
raise it.
We need to be clarified on. The issue here, still on the priorities, specifically on the issue of HIV/AIDS. On the AIDS day, what calls for highlighting only the HIV? Normally have so many days. Why are you specifically pointing on this? We have Women's Day and we also have women. We have cancer. Why are you specifically on HIV? That is issue number one. Issue number two, Honorable Chair, we can see there is an increase in the domestic areas. What calls for this? At the close of, we can see that there has been an increase in domestic areas from 0.323 billion in financial year 2020-2021 to 1.196 billion at the close of the financial year 2024-2025. What calls for this? Then you own various lands which have remained untransferred. You don't have titles for them, and I have heard you talking about purchasing another land of 2 acres at 800 million. Yet you have already land where you don't have certificates of title, and I have not seen anywhere where you are catering for getting the titles for those lands which you own. That is around 11 pieces of land. You don't have registered land titles, and you see this puts institution properties at stake. Three, you own and operate boats in Intoroko, Sabagoro, and Utiaba clusters. However, these boats are not being fully utilized for lack of staff and for lack of staff, and there is no allocations as far as operational costs are concerned. And the size of the area they are meant to cover, maybe it is not known. What is your plan? These are equipments which are acquired, but they are not operational. And second last, you do not have an annual monitoring and evaluation framework, and as a result, monitoring and evaluation reports are not prepared. What is your plan in that direction? And lastly, on the review of the immigration control processes revealed that Kazinga Channel, Chisinga, Laurel Island, Siguru Island, Loktanyara, and Kerwe were gazetted border posts, but they are not operational up to now. What is your plan? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, to add on inadequate staff, may they explain more as to why we still have inadequate staff? Because when he was presenting, they say there have been allocated monies. But what bothers us, there are so many Ugandans who still lack jobs. But then the criteria they use and the delays why don't they give these Ugandans jobs and they work, since they do have inadequate staff?
Thank you. Please.
Thank you, Chair. And starting with the last one, I think, the recruitment is really done as wage is allocated, and that has been the criteria. And our expectation is really to increase the numbers, but recruitment is mainly by the public service. And the borders that are not manned, also, as you said, we have 72 gazetted borders and 53 are manned. We expect to man more as manpower comes in, as we put more staff. And the Chair, honorable members, the M&E framework is in place, and also we have that unit headed by Principal Immigration Officer Jambel Male. And Chair, the issue of titling, those lands that the titling is in this financial year, and it's being handled in this financial year. 2025-2026, we have.
Is it one of your funding priorities for 2026-2027?
20. That's
okay.
The ending one.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair. And also the boats have really been really useful, and currently we operate in coordination with the Police Marine, and also UPDF Marine, as we plan also to train more people. We hope that the current manpower that will be given us, some numbers will go to continue building the marine unit. Then, Chair, the quality of passports. I think this one has improved greatly on the quality. And it used to happen so much when people were using sanitizer, but currently, even we have talked to the manufacturers, the supplier, the quality has really greatly improved. And the HR coming in the HIV and also care on the areas. But also, before I leave the issue of passport, with the e-passport now, it gives that level of security that really people getting more than 2 passports. It doesn't happen. And if it is there, we're likely to share and we will investigate such cases. So,
He has made good response. He's blaming now COVID for the poor quality of our passports.
He says it has greatly since COVID, meaning sanitizers were running.
Yes, he has attributed the poor quality to the sanitizers applied during COVID, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Quickly. Can you go on record? Very, very important. Go on record, Madame Bamonjobora. The PS gave you space.
Yeah, thank you. I hope I got the question right. Why HIV and not the other ailments like cancer, like TB, like malaria? When you look at the budget for next financial year, funds are provided for HIV, for TB and malaria. And why we commemorate the World AIDS Day, it is part of the HIV programs, and it is in a bid to sensitize the masses on still HIV because it is still prevalent. And it is not that we only do the commemoration, we have other programs. including the health camps where we do testing, where we support people living with HIV. So we do quite a number of things, Chair. I hope I am able to,
okay.
been able to answer your issue. Thank you.
Okay, we proceed. We need to go to another vote.
The last one, Chair, is the areas.
Okay. Mr. Okello?
No, Madam, why don't you also expand and cover cancer? This one is prevented. And that awareness about cancer, why don't you expand and go into that area?
Sensitization.
Yes.
When we conduct all health camps, we also do cancer screening. And in case there are staff that are tested positive for cancer, they are supported.
So the issue is that you didn't document it. Because that's why, yeah. Okello?
Chair, in addition to what the Commissioner said, the issue why we focus so much on HIV is the level of exposure of our staff. They are far off from their families in very hard to reach areas, and the need to focus on giving ARTs, counseling cannot be overemphasized. And I think this is one of the cross-cutting issues where we are marked for gender and equity. That is the second one. The second, Chair, on the issue of domestic careers, I've been asked to explain. We only been having a recurrent domestic careers of only 245 million since 2014. But in the last financial year, 24-25, there was a provision for service and maintenance or services provided outside this country, where there was no provision for VAT on that foreign imported service. We did not realize until URA deducted that money for service and remains an arrears. From then on, we are preparing not to incur any more domestic arrears in that line.
Okay, so you are not accruing more domestic.
Not accruing any more.
Because that's also against the call circular of 2024-2025. Okay. Okay, thank you, DCIC. That was... I beg your pardon?
Mr. Chairman, a burning one. It is a review of NCIC's border management systems.
Yes.
That out of the 74 gazetted border posts, Mr. Chairman, only 26 are automated, representing a coverage of only 36%. And yet we had recommended total automation. So that what happens in Kasindi
should be captured in...
Yes. Why this anomaly, Mr. Chairman?
And why is it not one of your funding priorities? Thank you.
Internal affairs bari kugezaho kwa buze buzo kimwe bibiri bishatu hati mureke tubase kuba tugenda kuri omurikabare mureke entebe kanisa Agahanu Nahari tubase kuba tugikomyaha tujja kuba tugaruka n'amakora gande musibe kurungi.